Hi, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome to structure section. Today we're going to discuss about preposition. We're going to discuss about the definitions of preposition, and then we're going to discuss about kinds of a preposition and the example of it in the sentences. So make sure that you watch and give attention to this video very much until it ends. So, happy watching. So, what is preposition? Preposition shows spatial, temporal, and role relation between a noun or pronoun and the other word in a sentence. A preposition links noun, pronoun, and phrases to other words in a sentence. The word or phrase that the preposition introduces is called the object of the preposition. Jadi, apa preposition itu? Preposition akan menunjukkan sebuah spatial, temporal. Spatial itu maksudnya tempat atau space. Temporal itu berarti waktu. And role relation dan hubungan. Hubungan antara a noun or pronoun. Antara kata benda dan kata ganti dari kata benda tersebut. Dan mungkin beberapa kata dalam satu kalimat. Jadi, a preposition itu bisa menghubungkan antara satu kata benda dengan kata benda yang lain dan satu kata ganti dengan frase yang lain dalam satu kalimat. Jadi, suatu kata ataupun suatu frase yang merupakan preposition itu akan disebut sebagai preposition dari sebuah objek atau object of the preposition. Oke. Jadi suatu kata atau suatu frase yang kemudian mengikuti preposition, maka kata atau frase itu disebut sebagai object of the preposition. Jadi kalau on the table, maka table itu disebut sebagai objek dari preposition on. Okay? In the classroom, maka classroom, in the classroom akan menjadi objek dari preposisi in. Begitu. Itu yang dimaksud object of the preposition. So, what are the words that include into the preposition? Let me read it for you. About, above, across, after, against, along, among, around, at, before, behind, below, beneath, beside, between, beyond, but, by, despite, down, during, except, for, from, in, inside, into, like, near, of, on, onto, out, outside, over, past, since, through, throughout, till, to, toward, under, underneath, until, up, upon, with, within, and without. Some of the prepositions that I have already mentioned is very popular in general, but some of them are not popular because some of them are rarely used. Okay, jadi ada beberapa yang populer karena sering digunakan, ada juga yang tidak popular karena jarang digunakan. Okay? I'm going to give you 5 examples of a sentence that having the preposition inside it. The first one is, the children climbed the mountain without fear. The word without is the preposition of fear. Jadi kata without adalah preposition of fear yang memberikan keterangan bahwa anak itu naik gunung tanpa perasaan takut. Okay, so without can be the preposition, can also become an adverb. Sentence number 2. There was rejoicing throughout the land when the government was defeated. So the word throughout is the preposition to the land. Jadi kata throughout adalah preposition dari kata the land. Ya, yang menjelaskan bahwa rejoicing itu mengarah kepada the land. Sentence number 3. The spider crawled slowly along the banister. Kata along itu as a preposition to the banister. Jadi kata along itu menjelaskan atau juga bisa berfungsi sebagai adverb dari the banister. So I have already explained you that sometimes as a parts of speech there are 2 or 3, a word can have 2 or 3 function in a part of speech. Sama seperti ini. Jadi crawl slowly along the banister. Along itu adalah preposition tapi juga adverb dari the banister. 4. The dog is hiding under the porch because it knows it will be punished by chewing up a new pair of shoes. So the preposition of the porch is under. So under itu menjelaskan the position of the porch. The position of the dog. Okay, so ada di mana the dog? The dog is under, di bawah, ya. So there are 3 types of preposition in English. The first one is preposition of time. The second is prepositions of place. The third is prepositions of movement. Now, we're going to discuss about the prepositions of time. So, what is the preposition of time? Prepositions prepositions of time is the preposition that used to help indicate when something happened, happens, or will happen. It can get a little confusing though, as many different prepositions can be used. They include at, on, in, before, and after. And also, there are some prepositions of time that is rarely used. They are during, about, around, until, and throughout. So these are the words that is included into kinds of prepositions of time and the function. Number one is in. In is used for years, months, season, centuries, and times of day. Use the preposition in. Jadi in digunakan untuk sebagai preposisi tahun, bulan, kemudian musim, abad, dan juga waktu dalam hari. Misalnya, I'm going to pick you up in 1 hour. Misalnya, I'm going to show you the thing in 1 hour. I'm going to eat this up in 3 hours. Misalnya, waktu dalam 1 hari. Number 2, on, for days, date, and specific holiday days. Use the preposition on. Jadi untuk nama-nama hari, tanggal, dan liburan tertentu atau tanggal merah menggunakan on. At is used for times, indicators of exception, and festival. Use the preposition at. Jadi untuk waktu, jam tertentu, I'm going to pick you up at 4:30 gitu. 4:30, I'm going to pick you at 7 o'clock. Nama jam. Kemudian indicator of exception and festival, use preposition at. Kecuali untuk sesuatu yang misalnya at 7, at 8, at 9, at 3 o'clock gitu. At yang ada lebih dari satu. I'm going to have you in 3, 4, or 5 seconds gitu. Jadi maksudnya festival itu kalau lebih dari satu penjelasannya gitu. Ada 1, 2, 3 gitu. Dia menggunakan at. 4. Before and after. So both before and after used to explain when something happen or will be happen, but especially in relation to another thing. Ya, jadi apabila dalam satu kalimat itu dia akan menjelaskan tentang kapan sesuatu itu terjadi. Kapan akan terjadi. Jadi sebelum dan sesudah. Sebelum itu kan kapan dia terjadi. Sesudah berarti sesudah suatu kejadian gitu. Jadi dia menjelaskan tentang kapan suatu kejadian itu terjadi. Apakah sebelum kejadian, apakah sesudah sesuatu itu terjadi. Begitu. 5. During, about, around, until, and throughout. Other preposition of time, sometimes it's rarely used. Ini adalah beberapa preposition yang jarang digunakan tetapi kadang digunakan. Jadi dia punya keistimewaan tersendiri ya, lebih spesifik, jarang digunakan tapi kadang digunakan. So to make it clearer, I'm going to give you some examples of kinds of prepositions of time. Number 1, in. Example, I first met John in 1987. Number 2, it's always cold in January. Jadi kata in itu digunakan untuk tahun dan bulan. Penjelasannya di atas ya. Number 2, we go to school on Mondays, but not on Sundays. 2, Christmas is on December 25th. Jadi kata on pada contoh di atas digunakan untuk day, Monday, dan month, December, month yang ada tanggalnya. At, I work faster at night. Her shift finishes at 7 p.m. So the word at is used for a specific time in a day. Could be night, days, morning, and etc. At the second sentence is used for a specific clock in 24 hours. Jadi at itu bisa digunakan pada satu waktu dari satu hari. Jadi night, pagi, siang, malam. Kemudian pada kalimat kedua, at digunakan pada spesifik jam, yaitu 7 p.m. Number 4, before and after. We will not leave before 3 p.m. Jadi before di sini digunakan untuk menunjukkan suatu kegiatan terjadi sebelum, akan terjadi sebelum jam 3. Okay. David come before Brian in the line, but after Louis. So David comes before Brian in the line, but after Louis. Jadi David itu datang sebelum Brian mengantri. Tapi but after Louis, tapi setelah Louis gitu. Dia datang sebelum Brian, tetapi setelah Louis. Dia datang sebelum Brian datang. David datang sebelum Brian datang, tapi David itu datangnya setelah Louis gitu. Kemudian 5, during, about, around, until, and throughout. I learned how to ski during the holiday. He usually arrive around 3 p.m. Jadi I learned how to ski during itu selama holidays. He usually arrive around 3 p.m. Around means approximately. Around berarti sekitar. So now we go on to the preposition of place. Prepositions of place, it's going to explain the positions of a certain thing or someone or maybe anything. So preposition to indicate the position. Jadi preposition itu akan menjelaskan posisi atau tempat dari sesuatu atau barang. kind of prepositions of place include the word in. Number one, in. In is used when referring to something that is inside or within confines or confined boundaries. Jadi in itu digunakan untuk menjelaskan keberadaan sesuatu yang ada di dalam atau dalam lingkup sesuatu, dalam batasan suatu hal yang melingkupi gitu. 2. On. On is used when referring to something with a surface. Jadi on dipakai untuk suatu benda yang ada di atas benda lain. Number 3. At. At is used when referring to something at the specific point. At itu digunakan untuk menjelaskan atau menunjukkan keberadaan dari sesuatu yang ada pada sesuatu yang spesifik, khusus atau tertentu. Nanti dijelaskan dalam kalimat. Number 4, under, over, inside, outside, above, and below. These are the prepositions of place that are rarely used but is sometimes used. Ini preposition yang kadang jarang digunakan, tapi kadang digunakan ya. Sangat jarang digunakan, tapi kadang digunakan juga begitu. This is the examples of word in a sentences. In. I'm is in France visiting his aunt in the hospital. The whiskey is in the jar in the fridge. Jadi pada kalimat pertama is in France means saya ada di kota Paris waktu itu. Ada di Prancis waktu itu. Kemudian in the hospital berarti di dalam hospital. In the jar berarti di dalam teko. Number 2. The sculpture hangs on the wall. The image are on the page. So, on the wall mean on the surface of the wall. On the page mean on the surface of the page. Jadi, on the wall berarti di atas tembok atau di permukaan tembok. On the page berarti di atas halaman atau di halaman itu, di halaman buku atau majalah itu. Okay. 3. At. He stood at the bus stop at the corner of Water and High Street. We will meet at the airport. Jadi, at the bus stop mean he is on the specific spot, which is on the bus. At the corner mean he is at the specific place, which is the corner. At the airport mean we are at the specific place, which is at the airport. Jadi at the bus berarti kita ada di tempat yang spesifik, yaitu di bus. At the corner berarti kita ada di tempat yang spesifik, bukan di yang lain gitu, untuk memisahkan tempat satu dengan yang lainnya ya. Yaitu di pojok, at the corner. At the airport means berarti kita ada di tempat tertentu, yaitu di airport, bukan di tempat yang lain. Begitu, itu yang disebut spesifik, bukan di tempat yang lain maksudnya. Ya di airport itu, gitu. Under, over, inside, outside, above, and below. The cat is under the table. Put the sandwich over there. So under the table means di bawah table. Over there berarti di sana. Yeah. So this is a little bit rare, but it's sometimes used. Now we're going to move on to the third preposition, which is prepositions of movement. So, prepositions of movement describe how something or someone moves from one place to another place. Kinds of prepositions of movement. Number one is to, that serve to highlight that there is movement toward a specific destination. Jadi to itu akan memberitahu bahwa ada pergerakan dari satu tempat ke tempat tertentu. Number two, across. Refer to moving from one side to another. Menjelaskan bahwa ada pergerakan dari satu sisi ke sisi yang lain. Dari sisi kanan ke sisi kiri misalnya. Atau dari sisi kiri ke sisi kanan misalnya ya. Jadi antar sisi. 3. Through. Refer to moving directly inside something and out the other end. Jadi suatu pergerakan di dalam sebuah benda. Jadi di dalamnya itu ada pergerakan dari satu titik ke titik yang lain, tetapi di dalam suatu benda. 4. Into. Refer to entering or looking inside something. Jadi mengarah kepada pergerakan yang memasuki sesuatu atau mencari sesuatu. Jadi dia ada satu posisi di luar, kemudian dia memasuki sesuatu. Up, over, down, past, and around. Indicate direction or movement. Menunjukkan arah dari suatu pergerakan. Arahnya kemana? Apakah ke atas, ke bawah? Begitu. Kinds of prepositions of movement. Number 1, to. I will go to bed when I am tired. They will go to the zoo if they finish their errand. So, to bed and to the zoo is a movement of going to a certain place. Jadi, to bed dan to the zoo adalah pergerakan yang mengarah dari satu tempat ke tempat yang lain. Satu tempat ke bed. Satu tempat ke zoo. Across. Mike traveled across America on his motorcycle. Rebecca and Judy are swimming across the lake. So, across America, across the lake means from one side to the other side, that covering a certain area. Jadi Across America and across the lake adalah dari satu sisi yaitu sisi tepi pertama ke tepi yang selanjutnya begitu. Kalau across America berarti dari satu titik Amerika melewati semua bagian Amerika sampai titik Amerika yang selanjutnya begitu. Through the bullet, Ben's shot went through the window. The train passed through the tunnel. Through the window, through the tunnel berarti ada pergerakan di dalam. Jadi di dalam dari window atau jendela, di dalam tunnel atau terowongan itu ada pergerakan, yaitu pergerakan peluru dan kereta. Into. James went into the room. They stared into the darkness. James went into the room. They stared into the darkness. Into the room and into the darkness means that ada pergerakan di dalam kamar dan di dalam kegelapan. Gitu. Ada perpindahan. Up, over, down, past, and around. Jack went up the hill. Jill came tumbling down after. Jack went up the hill. Jill came tumbling down after means that up the hill berarti ada pergerakan ke atas. There a movement to up. Tumbling down berarti ada pergerakan ke bawah. So, thank you for listening to the video. Would you please make your own sentences that have preposition inside it? Please write it on the comment column section below. Thank you very much for your attention. See you on the next video. Bye.